Hello. Oh, what was I gonna say? So, first question. I answered this in text quite a while ago when it got asked, but that was on the website, and I did say in one of the reviews that I did on my review channel that I make videos on the vlog channel answering these questions. So here's my answer, and this is a really hard question to answer. I know people would say, just say one and stick with it, but I'm going to tell you the way I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you what's true and what's not true, okay? Whether I'm here 20 minutes or not, I'm going to answer it properly. So the question was, in reference to the 3 types of JVC Xtreme Xplosive ear/headphones, which would you recommend to someone who likes his hip-hop and R&B, jazz, soul, etc.? I normally use the earphones, but after a while they wear out and most times starts damage. I don't know which ear/headphones to buy as my new accessory. Sad face. Yeah, it's a really hard question to answer. I've got the HAF X1Xs here. It's all tangled up. I just did that before by accident. They're the in-ear style. We have the on-ear, the S4Xs, and the over-ear, the M5Xs. Now, he wants to know what I'm saying he. Throughout this video, they will be referred to as he. He wants to know which ones are best for hip-hop and R&B, jazz, soul, etc. He also said that he likes to use in-ear, but they wear out or break. Now, out of all of these headphones, there isn't really a better one suited for a specific type of music. They're all based around the same thing, and that is bass. And they all perform relatively the same in terms of, you know, which parts of it are better for what. So it's either got really good bass or really good highs. They all seem to be around the same in terms of if it's good for bass, it's good for mids, and better for highs or whatever. But the winner in terms of sound performance has to be the X1Xs. Now, he said, I normally use in-ear headphones, but they wear out. These don't wear out at all. You know, they don't break. They're not like normal headphones, earphones. Sorry. It's quite weird. You know, most of my earphones normally they break. Something snaps in them. But with these, I don't use them anymore because they don't work. But it's not because they're broken. This is why it's hard for me to answer. They don't work because they've shorted. The wires inside, the insulation has been cut too long, and the wires are pushing up on the back of the drive and causing everything to short, causing problems like that. That is fixable. It's not something's broken. I can take it apart, I can unshort it and fix it that way. I have done, it's just shorted again and I can't be bothered. Quite frankly, you know, I've got two other Xtreme Xplosive headphones to use, and why even bother? But yeah, so they're not broken, but they're not working. So if you can put up with the ones with best sound, but maybe risking having them short out and having to take them apart to fix them, or just sending them back and getting a replacement, go with them, the HAF X1Xs. If you want ones which will definitely not break at all, but also have good sound quality, not as good as them, but still good, I'd go with the HAM5Xs, the over-ear ones. Now, in terms of performance, they are second best to the X1Xs. But they're bulky, they're big, sometimes you can't really go out in public with them. They don't look that nice. If you don't care, then perfectly fine, you go buy them, they'll suit you well. So it's hard to answer because because they break. Well, oh my god, they don't break, they don't work, they're too big, and they're too small. These, the S4Xs, the HS4Xs, they fit small heads. They sound good, perform good, not as good as the M5Xs or the X1Xs. In terms of performance, I'd probably say they're on bottom. However, if it was out of the rest of the market, they are still really good quality for their price. So if it was in terms of the market, I'd obviously clearly recommend getting these compared to other on-ear headphones, but it's hard to answer. And he also doesn't say what his scenario is, what he wants to use his headphones for. So if it was travelling and he did not care at all about whether they broke, about what they looked like, about whatever, I could say, well, how are you travelling? Are you travelling by bus? Are you travelling by metro? Are you travelling by walking or biking or whatever? If he was on the bus or the metro, they're loud. You need ones which will stop any sort of sound getting into your ears and making these not sound as good in terms of like noise cancelling, but not active noise cancelling. These ones are the best. So if you were to go on a metro or a bus, I'd get the X1Xs. If you were to be travelling by, I don't know, if you were going to walk, I'd recommend getting the M5Xs. If you're going to be on a bike, I'm not too sure, because like walking and biking, you're active, you're moving. So if you were to wear in-ears, there's a good chance that they'll fall out because they get tugged slightly. But if you were travelling by bike, the M5Xs might not be small enough, they might not be too not compact enough to be comfortable, so maybe the S4Xs are the best. There's not really a right answer. It's really what your situation is and what you want them for. Now, I'm going to be making a video on that. I did say in the answer I'm going to be making a video on these headphones, on what's best, like a buyer's guide. God, I was going to be making a buyer's guide on which headphones are best for which scenario and situation, blah blah blah. Just to help you out, you know, if there's some people don't really know what type of headphone, not this range specifically, but what type of headphone you want to use for what certain situation. And it's not as simple as it looks. Like for example, going to a gym, I use this example perfectly. It's a perfectly good example. I used it before in one of my reviews. If you go to a gym, you'd think, well, I want one that's compact, the one that doesn't get in the way. Well, you'd say, oh, well, I'll get the X1Xs. No, you don't want to get the X1Xs. You want to get a set of headphones which I'll talk about in the video, but really these aren't moisture proofed, so there's a good chance that they will break, because when you're working out the moisture will get into the earphone and damage it. So if you're going to be working out, get some moisture proof headphones, or you know, get some, like for example, I'd say use the S4Xs. Sorry, I'm completely confused. Oh my god. Let's just wrap it up. I'm going to be making a video on the JVC headphones, like a buyer's guide using the JVC headphones, and helping some people out with that. But I've answered the question already, so I'm really confused what's going on now. So I don't even know what's going on. What's just happened? I've had like a mental block. This really shouldn't be uploaded, but it's gonna be. Yeah, so if you want to check out the website, the review channel, any of that, links are somewhere, if not in the description. But other than that, I'm Hal Thompson. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. and goodbye. Oh, I'm really confused. Where am I?